Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another episode of Amber Unfiltered. Today, we're going to talk about some pop culture, specifically my girl Lana Del Rey and her new husband, Jeremy Dufrene. But before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want to cash at me at Amber Unfiltered Show, that'd be greatly appreciated. So, let's get into it. So, I had read about this story a few weeks ago, and I thought it was one of the most bizarre fucking things I've ever heard. Um, if you don't know, you know now. I am obsessed with Lana Del Rey. She is one of my favorite singers. Like, I'm obsessed. Have been for years, probably always will be. I think I first started listening to her music. I'm trying to think, what year was it? It's been at least, damn, I gotta really think about this. I feel like since like 2014, 2015, somewhere there, maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after. So I've been listening to her for a little hot minute. I really love her artistry. I really love how hands on she is. I really love her voice. I love her aesthetic. I love how she kind of reverts back to this, like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. The 70s is like one of her top aesthetics, and I think because of her, I ended up loving the 70s. But I think even before I started listening to her music, I was always obsessed with it. I love like the fashion. I love the makeup. I love the natural beauty. I just love like that whole peace and love and flowers and hair grease and fight the power. Like I just love all of it. I've always loved the 70s. I think I'll love it till probably the day I die. I always like was like I want to do a 70s party when I get older, and I did, and I want to do another one but where I have like more money and more budget and can like actually find authentic pieces and not spend $170 on one article of clothing. But that's a whole different story for another day. I did not realize how hard it is to shop for vintage pieces and how expensive they can be. But that's another story for another time. So I've been following Lana's journey for a very long time, probably close to 10 years, if not longer. Um, and I just really respect her art. I love her as a person. I think she's kind of quirky and whimsical, but she does Lana does what the fuck she wants. If I had to like mimic or copy anyone's like trajectory in terms of their art career or their artistry, it would be her because she just does what she wants when she wants. The budget is budgeting. She always takes special care in what she puts out, and she's not gonna do anything she doesn't want to do. She does exactly what the fuck she wants to do, and it turns out in her favor every single fucking time. So anyway, I know that she's had a lot of trouble in the relationship department. She's been engaged like several times. I love my good sis, but sometimes I be like, sis, we can't be getting married to people we don't know in like a few months time. Like she's been engaged, if I can remember, her first fiance, Barry O'Neill, I think he was a musician. This was like years ago when she first came out, and I think they did music together. And then she's been engaged several times after that. She's just been so unlucky in love, and I can't imagine being at her status and trying to find someone and trying to find a genuine connection is probably really difficult for her, because she's an alpha female and she has everything that she could possibly want. She can do for herself. So someone really has to come through with the clutch to really catch her eye, I feel like. Or maybe minimal, maybe they're comfortable in their skin and they're secure, because I think it would be hard to be a man and date someone of that status. Like, not bashing men, there are men who are completely confident in their skin and could handle it, but I know that it takes a special someone to do that. And I always said that before I took off, I wanted to be married. I wanted to be settled with someone because I was like, I don't want to have to second guess if somebody's with me for me or for what I can do for them, because I don't like that shit. But that's just me. So Jeremy Dufresne, I think she met him like 4 or 5 years ago. He's a alligator swamp guide, or tour swamp guide. Maybe I shouldn't say alligator. I think he lives in Louisiana, like in the bayou. He does like tours. I want to say it's alligators, but I think it's just like any wildlife. But alligators is like his bread and butter. Before that, I think he was like a mechanic or a pilot or something. So he has really good, a really good work background. He has children from previous relationships. Okay, so I've blabbed about that. What kills me is that supposedly he was engaged to someone for 12 years before, and then he married Lana after. It's reported 1 month, then I'm hearing 3 months. I'm not sure. The timeline is not timelining. Again, I love my good sis, but I have to call a spade a spade. Again, I don't know. Maybe they could have been together before and we just don't know. There's also that element because celebrities will announce stuff, but they might have already been dealing with each other for a little hot minute. I think that's what a lot of them do because they're trying to make sure that the relationship is secure and sound before they go announcing it, and then it doesn't work out, and then it freaking explodes in their face. And again, there's probably so many people chiming in and judging that, it's kind of like, do I really want to say anything, or do I just kind of like focus on my craft, my career, and my family, and this, that, and the third? But I don't know. I was like very surprised because I was like, I did not picture that for her. He seems like so opposite. Lana gives me, you know, she gives me like queen energy. She gives me bougie. She gives me like she's modest in some areas of her life and certain things she's not going to compromise on. She's also like very like princess like. I don't maybe that's the wrong word, but she's very I don't know, this guy just seems so regular that I was like I think she needs someone that's like got his own bedazzle or like own charm or spark. Like I just don't see it. I was like you married you married a redneck. And I hate to say that, but like she really married a redneck. But I was like, you know what? If you think about it, a lot of her music videos and stuff, especially from the beginning, kind of touch on that country way of living, that slower paced lifestyle. So I was like, okay, I guess I could see it, but I didn't figure that for her type. I figured not that Jeremy's ugly because he's not, but he doesn't do it for me. Like he's just a regular looking guy, and I'm like, you're the Lana Del Rey. Like I expected someone more handsome, and that's really fucked up to say, but I don't mean it in an evil way or a mean way. I expected someone more handsome and probably someone of stature, to be honest. Like, I expected her. I don't know. There was a guy she dated years ago. I think it was like in 2015. He was like an Italian photographer for like Vogue or something like that. I can't remember his exact title, but I know he was a photographer. Francesco Carazzini or something. Gorgeous guy. I was like, no, I expected her to stay with somebody like that. Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was too fast. It seemed super rushed. And she was just saying, oh, I'm not with him. We're not together. And then all of a sudden you're his wife. All of a sudden you're walking down the aisle. I also hated her wedding dress. And this sounds so fucking mean. This is my honest opinion. The show was called Amber Unfiltered. You're getting Amber Unfiltered. But I didn't like the dress. I think Lana looks too skinny right now. I'm like, sis, is you good? Is you on that Ozempic or not? And even if you are, like, baby, I still love you. Lana's weight has always fluctuated. I still think she's a baddie. It doesn't matter what she do. I'm like, baby, she's still fine. She can still get it. But I don't know. She looks like almost sickly a little bit, and I'm not trying to judge her because she could have a health issue. So I don't want to. I don't want to put that on her because remember, I know it's not totally related, but remember when Chadwick Boseman put out those pictures and then come to find out who's battling cancer. So who knows what she's going through behind closed doors. I don't see it for Lana. I'm worried about her assets. I'm worried about why are we rushing into marriage. I know you want to get married. I know she said she wanted to have kids in the past, and I'm like, I hope this wasn't you're in lust and you made a decision under the guise of thinking that this was your forever person. And who knows? I've heard that, I've read reports that he's a really nice guy. He's like a southern gentleman. And he could be great for her. He could be. And she might like the fact that she's anonymous. She can move how she wants, down there because nobody knows who the fuck she is. And there probably are people that know who she is, but it's not like as if she's living in like Hollywood or California or something like that, somewhere more prominent, or New York or something. I'm like, I don't see the chemistry. I wonder what attracted her to him, and I wonder what attracted him to her. Um, and I don't know. I just feel like it's rushed, and I don't think it's gonna go well. It kind of gives me the same vibe. Excuse me. I feel like I have to sneeze. It kind of gives me the same vibe as when Ariana Grande married Dalton Gomez, her ex husband. They weren't even married that long, like 2 or 3 years. It was so fast. It happened during COVID. Like within 9 months, she was engaged and she secretly got married. Like it was too fast. I was like, sis, no. And it probably in a celebrity world, they probably have no concept of time. They're probably just, hey, I fuck with this person. I like them. Let's get it. Because nothing about them is normal anymore. They don't have a normal existence. They don't have a normal or regular life. Everything is larger than life for them. So they probably just like are going with it, their gut, but it's like you need to have discernment. I feel like when you're a celebrity or a public figure or what have you, like you need to think better. You need to feel your gut. You need to listen to your gut. You need to not rush because then you're gonna end up in a situation you can't get out of, and they might clean you out financially, mentally, physically. We see this story happen too many times, and I'm like, I need the pop girlies to do better. I need the legends to do better because it's like you're out here marrying strangers, like. And then I think I read an article that his ex fiance came out and was like, I'm shocked. He didn't want to marry me after 12 years, but after 1 month, he's marrying this girl. Like, WTF? And I'm like, what happened in that relationship? Why he couldn't commit to her on a deeper level? But all of a sudden, this pop star comes into his life. And Lana's more than a pop star, but this pop star comes into his life and, like, dazzles him. But they were saying, like, Lana basically, I guess the lady had, like, crystals and other things in his house, and she was like, you got to get rid of this because the energy attached to them. And I was like, okay. But then they were saying like the relationship with his ex-fiance is severed, and there's a child that her new husband is close to from that relationship that she's like, no, And I'm like, Lana, I don't like that, because if he has those had those connections before you, he should be able to maintain them after you, respectfully, of course, within certain boundaries. But that gives me pause. I also She probably felt like she had to hide it, because I feel like some celebrities quote unquote lie, and I don't want to say that she's a liar, but they'll say, "Oh, I'm not with this person," oh that, but it's none of our business technically, but it is. It's not, but they make it our business, and tabloids make it our business. But I don't foresee this working out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's just a phase, because like the last several relationships Lana has been in, she's been with them for a few months, and then she's gotten engaged and they broke up. Then she's been with them, got engaged, broke up, and it's just a pattern. And I'm like, she finally went through with it, but I'm like, is this guy actually good for you? I don't know him. He could be a great fucking guy. He seems like he might be really genuinely a southern gentleman and probably secure in himself, and probably just a regular guy. Probably likes to go hunting, shooting, like shooting. I was trying to say, my nose is so stuffed up, but I don't I don't know. I think when you rush into something like that, it's only going to backfire. And I really try to give public figures the benefit of the doubt, in the sense of, it's probably really goddamn hard. They're probably so in love, so caught up in the throes of it, that they just forgo logic, and that's totally normal. Like, I think everyday people do it as well. But I'm like, Lana, we could have dated him for at least a year or 2 years, get to know him a little bit more. And I know that she said, or it's said, that she has known him since 2019. So maybe there's a friendship. Maybe they're like associates, or what's the word? Yeah, like an associate. Like, they're saying that she's been texting him off and on. So I'm like, so she's been texting him while she's in these other relationships? Because I'm telling you, like, I think she was with a singer, Clay Johnson or something. It was like a couple years ago. She was engaged to him, living in like Oklahoma, and then boom, they broke up. And then she was with someone else. Boom, engaged, broke up. I think she was with a cop blast, and he still had a wife, and she didn't know. And I was like, but Lana's so shady, because I think she put like a billboard up in his hometown, basically like, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit. And I was like, I love that for her. I was like, is Lana a Libra? I don't think she is. I think she might be a Cancer. But anyway, I just I don't know. I have concerns, and I hope that she's protecting herself, because she's worked very hard to earn what she's built, or build what she's earned. I don't even know if I said that right. She's worked very hard for what she has. Like, Lana has been through so much, and she's only getting bigger. And I feel like I would not want my legacy to go down the trash, or my finances, or my accomplishments, or my livelihood to be fucked up because I married the wrong person. That was like always my worst fear about marriage. Like, I think that's why I had such reservations about getting married before I met my husband, because I was like, bro, I don't want to marry the wrong person and then it backfire in my face. Now I'm caught up in something I can't get out of, because it's hard to get out when you're in a toxic situation. And I hope that he is treating her right. I hope that they are in love. I hope that it is genuine, that it is pure, and that if it is, that they have a great marriage, that they last long term and forever, hopefully. But I could see them getting divorced. I don't think it'll be right away, but I don't know. And then I saw this clip of an interview she did on the red carpet after she got married, and somebody asked her, and she was so snarky and like, ugh, yeah, we're good. Okay. And I was like, that's not normally her. I was like, maybe she feels overprotective. Maybe she's pissed because everyone put her business out there when it was supposed to be a private, beautiful, special event, or milestone. That could be genuinely it, but Lana's usually not like that. She's usually more sweet, more like, ah, like sunshine and roses. Like, I was like, huh. I was like, is it defensiveness? And I was like, she has a right to feel that, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. It just gives me, again, the same vibe as Ari with Dalton, and then we see how that went. And I'd be like, what the fuck are celebrities thinking, especially these women? I'm like, girl, you gotta protect yourself. Like, not even just your finances or what you have, but your mental, your spiritual, like your essence. Like, because if you give your energy to the wrong person, that shit is gonna come back to haunt you. Like, and I just feel like I see this all the time, and that these girlies be getting cleaned out in every worst way possible. And I'm just like, I hope that don't happen to Lana. But anyway, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of my Darth Vader voice. I hope you guys have a great day. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.